Frank Isola of the Daily News in New York reported that Melo has made his decision to return to the Knicks and re-sign for their maximum offer of 5 years, $129 million. Frank joined us a short time ago, and I asked him about his certainty, Melo's certainty, about returning and whether he's yet informed his team.
Now, I spoke to someone today who was with Carmelo right before he went to work out with Kevin Durant, and he said that Carmelo had told him that he wants to do it in New York and that he believes in Phil Jackson. He admitted that he was torn over this decision. I think it really came down to the Knicks, the Bulls, and the Lakers, whichever order you want to put the Bulls and the Lakers. I guess that's all, anybody could take a guess at that. But I always think it was going to be hard for Carmelo to leave New York. He likes it there. He likes living there, and obviously the money is off the charts. You do have Phil Jackson coming in, and Carmelo believes that Phil Jackson can make the right move. Whether or not he's informed the Knicks of that, I'm not sure. I'm sure that his agent, Leon Rose, is eventually going to reach out to the Bulls, the Lakers, as well as Houston and Dallas, and tell them about Carmelo's decision. But I was told by this person who was with Carmelo today that he will make an announcement on Thursday.
So based on your reporting, what was the most important consideration? You listed off some of the factors there. A belief in Phil Jackson, the money, or familiarity and a desire to win in New York, whereas it's different than anywhere else.
Yeah, I think it's all of that. And, obviously you can't discount the money, and it's hard to begrudge anybody from taking $129 million over 5 years. Carmelo forced his way to New York, and he's had some success there. He did win 54 games a couple of years ago. He was third in the MVP voting. This year, the first time he never made the playoffs. And I think for him, he's looking at it like, I like it there. The money's unbelievable. And what if I win it here? Let me try to make a run here and win it. The Knicks, their history is such that they haven't won since '73. They haven't won a title since '73. They've only been to the finals twice since then. So I think that Carmelo could really establish a legacy for himself, as obviously Phil Jackson would only enhance his own legacy, if the Knicks can get back the championship contending status and possibly win. And I don't think Carmelo wanted to run from the challenge, and clearly $129 million made it probably a lot easier for him not to run, but I think that's what he agonized over. I think he realized if he went to Chicago, he'd be in a much better position to win a title. L.A., obviously, there's a comfort factor there, but I believe that Carmelo, in his heart of hearts, wants to do it in New York.
Frank Isola there of the Daily News in New York, who first reported that story. Let's bring in D.A. once again. And what are you hearing in terms of Melo's decision, where it stands, and the timeline on that?
Well, once again, let me start by saying, we all love Ice. Ice is locked into the Knicks as anybody. And again, I have no doubt that the person he talked to is somebody that he trusts, and he went with the story. I can only tell you the teams that have been involved, none of them have been told yet by Carmelo or his representatives that they're out. So, and from what I was told this evening, he hasn't made up his mind yet. Now, maybe he has, and he just hasn't told the guy I talked to. So that's, all of these things could be in play. Several different things can be true, as we all know, at the same time. Right. So all I can tell you is, as of right now, the people that I've talked to, multiple people have said Carmelo has not made up his mind yet, that he's still very torn by those offers, and Frank laid all of them out, all of the reasons why he's torn for all those offers. I do think the Knicks are ahead, and I think the main reasons are two. I think the money is important, clearly, but Carmelo Anthony makes a lot of money off the court. I don't think the $129 million is prohibitive in terms of his decision-making. I think the main thing, as Frank talked about, is that Carmelo Anthony likes being in New York. He likes it. He likes not just playing for the Knicks. He likes the lifestyle. He likes the opportunities off the court. He likes the non-sports opportunities, the opportunity to be a major part of the city's kind of fabric, doing different things, going to shows, fashion shows, going all kinds of different things that he can do in New York. The other thing is that I think Carmelo Anthony is aware that the Knicks basically gutted their team to get him in 2011. And I think there's some resonance to the team because of that. I think he understands how much the Knicks gave up to get him, and he feels a certain responsibility to kind of stick there and make it right. Now, he may well go to the Bulls tomorrow or the Lakers, but I think that the Knicks are ahead because of those reasons.
D.A., if you look at the Knicks situation, does the fact that they can turn it around as quickly as they can potentially next summer play into Carmelo's decision as well? They're not going to be a horrible team, for long if they do struggle this year. They're going to have a chance in free agency next summer to make some more moves and bigger moves potentially.
Well, one of the things in their meetings, Sekou, that they talk to him about is, look, you know, this is not just about this summer. This is about 2015 and 2016, and they feel like that they can be a player in 2015, and whether that's Kevin Love, LaMarcus Aldridge, whoever it is, they feel like they can at least take a shot at somebody legitimate in 2015. And so that was obviously made clear to Carmelo that there was another part to the plan. But he's been in contact with them at every step. The Chandler trade, where they get Calderon, the point guard, that they thought they needed an upgrade there. That would make Carmelo happier. That I think it did make Carmelo happier. They did very well in the draft, considering they didn't have very much to work with. They wound up with a couple of potential players like Cle Anthony early. So I think there is some sentiment that they're building the thing the right way. The other shoe is in 15. And the question is whether Carmelo is going to be patient to wait this year, which is probably not going to be a championship year with a first-year head coach and a new system, if he's going to be patient for 1 year and let the Knicks take that opportunity next year. It'll be very interesting if he does go back to Knicks to see how that contract is structured. Is there going to be an out after 2 years or 3 years that allows him to explore free agency again? Because it wouldn't surprise me if there would be, because that way he keeps the pressure on the Knicks to continue to build that team around him.
Yeah, it looks like on paper next summer is the big one with Amari Stoudemire and Andrea Bargnani both coming off the books in the summer of 2015. Right.